As the winter evenings start to draw in here in Norfolk, our thoughts start moving towards trying to keep this place warm and cosy, and that tends to revolve around open and log fires. So let's go inside and show you some of the design changes that we've made in the layout in the principal rooms of this Norfolk Broads country cottage. Think of an English country cottage and you'll probably picture one in the height of summer, surrounded by roses, honeysuckles and its wider environment. But come autumn and the onset of winter evenings, then you've got to start looking at the design to make these places attractive, warm and cosy during the winter evenings. This is the entrance dining hall to the cottage on the Norfolk Broads, which we've shown you in its summer setup. The door there south facing onto the main garden, and during the summer months that's usually flung open, the focus of this room being a passage in and out of the cottage, with the garden being the main focus of activity. But in England in midwinter then you've got full darkness by about 4:30, and the evenings here are long and cold. So the rearrangement of this room for winter means that that table is moved backwards and these two Edwardian chintz covered armchairs brought to make the focus, rather than the garden, the log fire. English country cottage means comfort, warmth and coziness, and part of the design in the cottage has to lend itself to provide that all season long. The floors in this cottage are dark, rustic terracotta tiles, the hearth brushed and dressed sandstone, the large ingle nook with its typical Norfolk rustic red brick, blackened over the years from the open fires that would have originally burnt in this fireplace, give this cottage a warm, cosy feel. Fill that with an open log fire or a log burner, as we have in this case, and the whole cottage comes to life with a cosy, warm glow that is just so charming. An English cottage has to work to relax and be relaxing for its owners and its inhabitants. And in our case, that's 5 dogs that all have to come here and relax of an evening, which can be quite a long evening in winter. Having loose covers on these armchairs again is just another feature in terms of their practicality, and not having to worry about who's walked in the garden, who's come out of the garden, and who's sitting on what chair at any one time. It's part of coming here and relaxing. That's not to say we haven't got a few modern pieces of technology in place, like this eco fan, which we're a big fan of. These just sit on top of log burners, and the heat in the base plate causes an electrical current to drive the motor, and the heat that these blow out into the room really significantly increase what you're going to have heat-wise, even from the most efficient log burner. He seems to be enjoying it. Nice warm air on what would otherwise be quite a chilly floor. We've done a little design change on the back wall as well. Pictures have been slightly rearranged, and a lamp now sits on the end of the table, which is against the wall for this setup in winter. Table is extremely long, 7.5 feet in fact, which is a little oversized really for this room, but does give you those entertaining opportunities to seat so many people over the summer months. Now we've put it back to allow us to get this extra space, and the rug again hasn't been moved. That is the normal position for it. It's not sitting under the table as would normally be the case, but it doesn't have to be. That's part of this relaxed cottage design, really, that it can just all be a little out of place but still work so well for these long winter evenings. We use the lamp in this dresser during the winter months to illuminate the back wall of this room. It's dressed now with this period Alfred Meekin, which is so nice for this country cottage with the ducks. It's just so local to us, I suppose, that these are just out the back door 12 months of the year. There's still cut flower to come in from the garden. It's not looking quite as bright and fresh as it does earlier in the season, but it's still bringing the garden into the cottage just to lift the decoration we have here. The candles come out, the main light circuits go down, and the lamping circuits and coffee table books on English cottages, gardening, and the planning starts for what changes you want to make and what bits of garden you're going to make over, plants you want to search out and buy. This time of year is all about relaxing, taking time away off digital devices and just reading and relaxing. And this is an absolutely lovely environment in which to be able to do that.